Sultai Yawgmoth versus Abyssal Easily. I shall keep this hand. I will Blooming Marsh, 2 or fewer. Let's get some lands out of the deck. Forest should be fine, actually. Yeah. Next turn, I will play the Innkeeper into another Halfling. Into a Young Wolf. No, not that. Not required yet to use the treasure. What is... Okay. Oh, artifact lands, okay. So, okay, I got both wolves. Okay, so if I play this and 2 wolves, and then I just need Yawgmoth. Can I get Yawgmoth? These are free to play, basically, if I'm looking to chord. I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I can chord for 4. So no attacks. Everybody needs to stay untapped, and then I'll just flash in a Yawgmoth, and then I have the wolf combination. All right, in response to that, I'm going to go for the Yawgmoth here. All right, sacrifice, put a counter on this, sacrifice this. Okay. Okay, so that comboed off pretty quickly, and the opponent already left the game. I hear this from the sound in the background, but it's going to show up now anyway. All right, well, quick game, quick win. Jumping straight to the next game then. Sultai Yawgmoth versus Trumpet. Trumpet. So let's see. Yes. Keep. This Windswept Heath could be the survey land. If I want to surveil later, I can start off with Breeding Pool and Blooming Marsh and should be good. Seeing that the opponent loots means it's graveyards. Okay, it's Phoenix, so let's get the Shaman down as soon as possible. Well, there's the surveillance, so that's off the table. So let's just go for this play and just grab a forest even. Hope this survives. If it doesn't, well, then the Young Wolf has an increased chance of survival. Okay, a Shredder. I need to be careful, of course, of counter magic. Okay. All right, so the Bowmasters was a good opportunity here. Able to take care of the Channeler. All right, so now the opponent has counter magic. The opponent can potentially do stuff with this, so I'm gonna play the Thran here and attack with this. And pass the turn, keeping up Thran potentially to do some young wolf shenanigans such as now. I can kill. Wait. Can I do this? So I can basically draw more cards here, right? That's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm basically this is just a draw engine in this situation, which seemed to be enough for the opponent. So I'm unable to deal damage to this or to put the counters on this because I keep having to put it on the other wolf. Well, no, maybe actually if both wolves have the one counter, I can, yeah, I think you can all slip in one of those. Okay, what do we need? This is Phoenix, right? So Fatal Push could be good against their creatures. Ooze is gonna be good. Cauldron. Even potentially one Veil. What don't I need? Bowmasters is nice too, as we could see just now. And it's also a good answer on turn 2. So I don't really gonna want to get rid of the Bowmasters. I might just get rid of the halflings here. Plus a Mite. Yeah, that's gonna be my sideboarding plan. This hand is not great. I will mulligan this. Because even Attracts is just a completely dead card, so it's basically like having one less. And this, Once Upon a Time, is allowing me to keep this hand. I'll put one of the Yawgmoths back, and then this should be okay. Definitely want a land, right? So let's go for the Heath. I didn't board in any blue cards, so I'm basically a Golgari deck at the moment. So the Sultai only comes in for a couple of sideboard cards, actually. Here comes an Innkeeper. Sure. So I have both payoff cards here. I can play the Yawgmoth and then Chord for another wolf to have that combination prepared, up and running, or I can just try and go for a natural order. But for now, I'm just going to take it slow and just... Should I chord? Let's see what the opponent does here first. Should I attack or try to chord? Chord is going to be for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I could chord a wolf, which means I... no, let's not attack. I'm going to try and chord for another young wolf. Or now I could actually try and chord for Bowmasters, but the opponent could play a spell in response and then kind of negate that whole thing. So I am going to start by playing a Fatal Push. Okay, that resolves. Then I might... 1, 2, 3, 4. This would need to be an untapped land now if I want to use the chord. It could be the breeding pool or just a swamp. Chord and then try and get a wolf and then play this Yawgmoth. Is that my plan here? Or I could just chord for some Bowmasters, as those are super annoying. Or I could just go for a Mortuary and Surveil here. I'm gonna go for the wolf. So, should I go for the Order or for the Yawgmoth? I'm gonna go for the Yawgmoth. But now we can actually attack. I can attack first, so let's do that. Okay. Yep, that's obviously a good answer. I expected this to get countered. I was hoping it would be a counter spell. All right, let's hope. I need to hope here, unfortunately. That the opponent doesn't have a counter spell. All right, that resolved, so I'm happy. Taking that, taking a Khalni Garden, taking a Chord of Calling, a Yawgmoth, and this should look good. And the chord, I can chord for nothing. Okay, I can chord for 0, so I could get an Ornithopter if I had it in the deck. Sure. Excellent. Grand Unifier. Yep. Plus a something. Plus a bolt. All right. All right, there comes a Phoenix. That's fine. Okay, so let's play. Will this get countered? Or I can just go for the Behemoth. Let's go for the Behemoth. All right, clean victory. I'm finally starting to get the hang of this deck, it seems. I tried it a couple of times in the past, as you may have seen. Always struggle with it a little bit because it's, I don't know why, what the specific reason for that is, but well, this time around, at least the first 2 games went pretty smoothly. Let's see how the next games go. But definitely, I do like this deck. Golgari are good, nice color combination. You have really cool cards like Chord and Ooze and combo, and then you also have the natural order. So there's so many angles of attack. Card draw with the Yawgmoth as well. So yeah, do enjoy the deck. Let's see how the next games go. Sultai Yawgmoth versus Rostiat Stefano, Vampire Lord. I would like to go first. I would like to keep. I have a land, I have a shaman, 2 shamans, and I have the Once Upon a Time. So there's the second land that I was looking for. A forest is fine, or do I need... No. First game 1, I never need blue anyway, so there's no point. Do I need the tower to boost out something? Not really. I think that's... A forest is just fine then. Okay, so the Yawgmoth will go. That was clear. That was a terrible draw. I'll play a shaman, keep up this shaman to drain and pass. I could Bowmaster as well, so that's also an option here. Or I can just Surveil. I think I'm gonna Surveil. That's even more critical here. Don't want a Halfling. Natural order is fine. Perfect, actually. Can I play it? That's the question. The opponent doesn't have fetch. I didn't go for a fetch land. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that. If I had just picked the fetch land instead of just the forest. Yep, considering I had 2 shamans, I should have done that for sure. So that's definitely on me. I could have natural ordered into... well, the problem is Atraxas my hand as well. That's also not very helpful. Do I have something? I do as well. All right, let's drain twice here. I cannot. Is there a creature? Yeah, there's a halfling. All right, the shaman army with no lands to exile, at least right now. All right, there comes the One Ring. All right, in response to that, I will play Bowmasters. All right, there's a Heath. That's perfect. Oh, wait a minute. Can I undo that? No. The problem is, what am I gonna natural order for? Like a behemoth, wow, but that's a mistake, right? So I could go for a Yawgmoth, but no. I'm just gonna use, well, to at least not look like a complete fool here, I'm gonna use the Blood. I'm gonna use that mana to play the Blood Artist. Yeah, that was a blunder. But next turn, or the opponent can just concede. So yeah, misplayed a little bit here, but because obviously running the behemoth into a ring protected opponent isn't the way to go. So there's Thoughtseize. I can go for 1 Veil. I can get a Tidebinder for the ring, for example. And that's it. I don't really need to change too much. Gonna remove 2 halflings for that. The halflings are mainly there to get Yawgmoth into play without getting countered. That's one part of it. Also, it's just a general ramp and sacrifice creature, but I'm okay to. All right, I'll keep. All right, taking that. That's fine for me. I will surveil. The innkeeper is fine too. All right, here comes the power play. Liliana. Okay, Liliana. Each player discards a card. What am I going to discard? A land? No, a chord. Oh, that shaman is a problem, actually. Yeah, this is a pretty good start for the opponent. Now, might minus the Liliana. No, I wouldn't either, probably. Wow, what do I need to get with this Demonic Tutor, really? Like, what can I get? Natural Order is the only out, I think, right? So let's try it. Let's go for that. Tidebinder could be there as well, but I'm gonna go for the order. Like, do I need to play this Vizier? Then I make myself dependent on drawing a land, so I'm just gonna hope that the opponent. Well, if the opponent pluses, then I'm gonna. Well, then I don't need the Vizier, I guess, right? But yeah, I'm now fully reliant on this one thing. Oh my god. A top decked a Thoughtseize. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Wow, that early Liliana really wrecked me here. And the Shaman, of course, because I can't pressure it. I can't pressure the Liliana either. But okay, at least now I'm also in... I can't discard anymore. Okay, I mean, the opponent is top decking too, so... I just think the opponent probably then has better top decks, because my deck problem is singular top decks don't do much, because my deck is more synergy based, so yeah, I won't draw like that one card that can kind of turn it around. I'll sacrifice this. Yeah, that's what I was expecting actually as well, yeah. So, Takenuma, getting back what? I should have played the Takenuma. Now I'm just gonna get plussed for it. Yeah. Yeah, there's no point continuing here at all. Okay. So, what shall I do? Should I bring in some Thoughtseizes here? Yeah. All right, I'll be on the play. That's good. All right, decent hand as well. Starting off with this and keeping the Mortuary there. Because next turn I'm okay with just having 1 mana. I'm gonna take the Shaman. Bowmasters, no, I need lands. Now I will take the Besiege. And then I can play something and keep Veil of Summer up potentially. Yes, that was amazing. That was clean. I don't want to put a counter on that. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. I can't. I need a creature. I need a creature right now. Before I draw, I could go for a wolf, right? So put this, sacrifice this. Wait, where on earth is my snake? Ah, there. Okay. I'm gonna die here. What is happening? I can't get rid of this Shieldred. I'm gonna die from it. Crazy. Why am I already at 8? What is happening? Every card I draw, I'm gonna take 3. I need to do this 4 more times, so that's 8. That's way too much. So I am basically dead. Okay, Natural Order could be the only thing that saves me somehow. So let's just, yeah, let's take a step back here. Take a step back. That's fine. That's not too terrible. I need an Atraxa urgently, so that's the only thing that can get me back into this. So the opponents might attack. No, all right. Let's go into 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't go for the Behemoth because of the ring, so it's going to have to be Atraxa. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can Boseiju for 1. Destroy artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land. Whew! Wait a minute. I can also go for Tishana's Tidebinder. That would also be a choice here. Or the Blood Artist. I think that way I can win, right? No, I still cannot. Why did I should have just gone for the Time Binder. Should have just gone for the Tidebinder for the Shieldred, really. Okay. Okay. But now now I'm dead, right? Because now I won't be able to gain life from my Atraxa, but I can gain 2 from the Shaman, so I'm still in it. I'm still in it. Okay, natural order, no need to do that. Just keep everything as it is. And just hope. Currently, Atraxa is my only win opportunity here. Sure. So that means I cannot fetch, because I'm at 1 now, basically. Okay. Can I do something about that? I don't think so. Yep, gonna lose now. I could proliferate. Three times only, though, right? Which is not enough. Yeah, never mind. This one, the Shieldred is killing me here, so that's so, I don't know. I think I feel like I really should have won that game. Yeah, Tidebinder. Stupid. Why did I go for Blood Artist? I was kind of, my train of thought was that it's enough to keep my life high enough. But yeah, it doesn't work with Shieldred. So I had to get a Tidebinder. That was fully on me. But yeah, that's on me, and lessons learned, I would say. Sultai Yawgmoth versus Lancaster, 21-24. Lancaster or Lancaster. I don't like having the Craterhoof in my hand, but I do have. It's an okay hand, not really great. Alright, gonna go for the Innkeeper now. And pass the turn. Next turn I'll play the Artist and the Wolf, and then have the Yawgmoth, and then potentially that's combo or not. Okay. Or not then. So the Shamans are obviously dealing with my whole combination and combo and stuff. So do I really want to? But I'll still play the Thran. If worst case, it can attack here. The opponent is Sultai, but running Loras and Shaman. So Loras means it's not show and tell, or at least no omniscience. Okay. So this is gonna be difficult for sure. So this blocks anything from the graveyard, and this blocks any card draw. So my Yawgmoth whole combo is basically fully stalled here. The good news is, this is the good news. The opponent can also not get through to me. So that's the good news. I'll play my own Shaman. And I'll play a Mite. And I'll play a Wolf as well. Yeah. So I could just sacrifice the Mite. Okay, I just played my own Shaman. Let me see if there's anything the graveyard the opponent can get back with the Loras. No, there isn't anything. Good. So I can still turn my creatures into cards. The Bowmaster, if I put a counter on the Bowmaster, it'll get one trigger off. So end of turn, I could put one counter on the Bowmaster, but I'd rather do that with the Blood Artist in play. Although, okay, that's pretty good too. But I'm just gonna pass here and keep my Bowmasters up. I need so much more mana to like play this Behemoth. All right, now I can start to do some things, but I still want to play the Blood Artist first, actually. Oh, and now this triggers as well. Perfect. All right, so Blood Artist. And next turn, I can do some things maybe. I need 4 counters, basically. Okay. Well, I still need to only kill these 2, right? That's what matters here. So which creatures will I sacrifice? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, that's enough. Perfect. So just needed to get rid of both shamans, and then my young wolf combination is there. And because I already have the blood artist, I don't need the innkeeper, etc. So that was enough to win here. So what are we up against? So shamans, bowmasters, push. Don't know about counter magic, but most likely some kind of. Um, One veil is fine. An ooze is cool because of, yeah, it can just mess up with their shamans as well. Do I need a Tide Binder? Do I need a Tide Binder? Nah. I'm gonna take out this. I'm gonna take out the Mite and get in another Veil, maybe, just, yeah. Don't like having the Atraxa in my opening hand, but the rest is okay. Opponent could have taken. I mean, I could have played this in response, but then the opponent would probably just have taken whatever I would have, what I got. So now, if I'm not playing an innkeeper here, then but yeah, I prefer to keep up Veil of Summer here, to be honest. Do I want to Veil just for this? No. Because all I'm doing is preventing one damage. Well, no, I could have drawn. I would have drawn. I would have drawn, which I can't do now anymore. Alright, got a Yawgmoth at least. I could play another Innkeeper, which I will. It's just gonna replace the treasure token, so gain some life here. And keep up Veil of Summer if needed. Next turn I can Yawgmoth and take care of the Bowmasters. They will go kill something or grow something. Okay, that's only a 2/2 as well. Oh man, I need more creatures to kill. This can just be a swamp. I want to kill that thing. It's gonna make this a 3/3, but that's unfortunately how it is. I can chump block. Not anymore. Should I draw with the Innkeeper? It's basically just turning this Innkeeper into a card. Or do I prefer to chump block with it? I prefer to chump block with it. Alright, I have a Demonic Tutor. I don't have enough mana, so I can't tutor and do the... Yeah, that's gonna be game probably, right? I can tutor for a whatever I tutor for, it's not gonna be enough. I can't tutor and I don't have a creature. If this was only a Khalni Gardens or something. I can tutor for Bowmasters to have some chump blockers. But yeah, this is kind of done. I'm gonna go straight to game 3 here. So got wrecked by what? What did I get wrecked by here? Don't know, I just didn't really get a board state, did I? Okay, what do I need? The Veil of Summers were pretty good. Bowmasters is just kicking my ass here the whole time. Pylon push. Don't necessarily need the Test of Talents. I can go down on a Innkeeper, get one push. Just, I don't know. It's really depends, you know, what the opponent, which types of cards the opponents draw. If the opponent draws more counters, then my Veils are better. If the opponent draws their creatures, then my Fatal Push is better, of course. That makes sense, right? So, 2 fetch lands. I'll start off with Thoughtseize before the opponent has any opportunity to... Wow. Okay, what am I even tutoring for? Now I'm gonna surveil land. And keep up the Veil of Summer. Could tutor for Fatal Push, just to be sure that I can take care of the opponent's shadow. Or I could go for another Thoughtseize. Don't want to draw it, don't want to have it in the graveyard either, but that's where it's going now. Keeping up Veil and Once Upon a Time. A shaman? Just a shaman? Sure. What am I tutoring for? I think I will tutor for... I mean, natural order, I can only get the Behemoth now, which is basically just a 5/5. Do I even care about this fatal push here? No. Natural order. Really, what do I need urgently? Order can only get Behemoth. So should I go the Yawgmoth route? I guess so. I have to allow this to resolve because otherwise my Veil of Summer will just be stubborn denied. So take what you want. Why is my hand already so empty and the opponent's isn't? Like, really, why? Ah, okay, I know why. Because I'm putting lands, one land after the other on the battlefield and the opponent isn't. This is a chord for 2 now, potentially. There comes again those super annoying Bowmasters. I can chord for 2 and keep up a Veil of Summer, which is not enough because I need to keep up Veil of Summer and 1 mana for the Stubborn Denial. So this isn't doing anything. So keeping up only a Veil of Summer isn't sufficient. This is. But what am I then doing? I'm just dealing with the Bowmasters, right? All right, so I can now chord 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I can chord for 2. What am I gonna do against the opponent's Death Shadow, right? I can get the Hapatra Vizier, who can then make... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that one. Mm-hmm. How much is the opponent getting now? 5. Okay, so it's that plus the X. Okay. Yeah, there's... So the problem with this deck, it seems to me like once you're low on cards or behind, it's impossible to come back from that. Like, but I don't really... Like, for example, this game, I don't really see how I got so behind. Except, okay, maybe I just drew way too many lands. Losing the Atraxa to the graveyard was a problem. Yeah. So it seems after a good, decent start, I'm still struggling with this deck. I'm going to give it one more game, though. No, I got my guy. I got my guy. Yeah, that's it. Let's kill your breeding pool. And go. Just mucking about a little bit. Yeah, all right. Wasn't to be. I mean, I have to admit though, as well, the opposing decks. So at the moment, decks with mana drain like Loras, Death Shadow, and Bowmaster are just strong decks. I don't like having Stubborn Denial in such a deck though. I mean, the only activator is Death Shadow. I mean, I've considered playing this deck as well. I usually go with Grixis for the Shadow. Um, this one goes Sultai for the probably mainly for the Shaman. Maybe Tarmogoyf is an option as well. So maybe that's the deck I'm gonna try out. But yeah, so this one just wasn't meant to be. Let's go on to the next and final match. Sultai Yawgmoth versus Jonas H. Use. Huh. Yep. Again, they just seem to draw like the Behemoth or the Traxxas frequently, which is definitely not good. Gonna start off with a Overgrown Tomb into Shaman. Nope. Now it's gonna be Overgrown Tomb into Halfling. Which hopefully will survive. But that was very unlikely. Okay, so the opponent's going to get one trigger off the Ragavan. I can then kill it with my Bowmasters next, though. So that's good. Stole a land from me. A Wild Mikado, for sure. Forest is fine. Okay, the knockout's gonna hit me once, at least. I'm gonna attack. I don't feel like blocking yet. This will surveil. To be careful, obviously, of the tribal flames. And a bolt. Yep. Sure. Alright, the opponent made short and quick work of me there. What do we need here? We definitely need Fatal Push. Definitely need the push. The pylon, it could be okay too. So we're gonna get rid of the halflings. And add a Thoughtseize? Probably yes. Even though... No, I'm gonna add an Ooze instead. Just removing creatures, gaining some life, becoming a bigger creature, hopefully, than the others. Could be good enough here. But yeah, that was Domain Zoo there for you. Just running it over. I could have started chump blocking earlier. So I was greedy there by not chump blocking with maybe one of the shamans or the bowmasters. So I may have been too greedy there for not doing that. But let's see. I'll keep. Not. I do need one more land, but I got the push. Got a push. Got a pile on. Didn't draw land, but drew another shaman. There's no lands in the graveyards though, so my shaman is kind of useless, but stuck on one land. But okay, so 2 bolts already out of the opponent's hand. Alright, gonna keep up Fatal Push. Opponent doesn't have anything else at the moment. This could be a Bowmaster, which would be annoying, to say the least. Alright, next turn I can push the elk. Gonna take a hit from it first. Then I will surveil. Land. But still off. Far off. Should I push that elk? Yeah. So yeah, I'm still in huge trouble, but what you gonna do? Need to pile on that. Play this. That's my only way. Stealing the land that I may have needed. All right, there's a land. So now I can play the Yawgmoth. It's going to get potentially turned into a 3/3. It can still hold off the Ragavan, and then I can natural order the Elk if the opponent turns this into an Elk, potentially. Okay. Alright, yeah, GG. No way, no way I was getting out of this one. Starting with the one land, didn't draw enough further lands. So, yeah, Yawgmoth, my dear friend, it seems that we are not a good partnership. I do like the deck. I like how it can search for silver bullets, like the Mite and stuff, but I don't know. It just seemed I personally seem to get overpowered by other decks when I play this. I always seem to be missing one piece of the puzzle or one thing. I don't know. But anyway, as always, sharing with you guys everything uncut, unedited, well, somewhat edited, but nothing cut out. So you know, just some pure gameplay from me. Even if it's not always super successful. But yeah, showcasing some Yawgmoth here again in the new new format with the new expansion out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have fun. See you in the arena. And peace out.